was here. But he's no longer here now. And he managed to do the moonwalk. He managed to do the moonwalk. And everybody raved about Michael and his moonwalk. But where is Michael now? He's not on the moon. He's down in the earth. See, his moonwalk couldn't take him to the moon. It could only take him 6 foot down. It doesn't matter what kind of walk you can do. The catwalk, the cakewalk, whatever walk. 6 foot deep, that's as far as you're gonna go. But you have to get further than the moon. You gotta get past the sun. You gotta get into heaven. Now there's lots of people who have a view concerning heaven. They believe it's some hairy fairy land. They believe it's even, like Michael Jackson tried to make, a never never land. How can you make a land that never was? I cannot understand it. Never never land. Well, how can you make something that never was? Somebody asks you, where have you been? I've been nowhere. How on earth can you go nowhere? You gotta be somewhere. There's no place called nowhere. Everywhere is somewhere. So heaven, why do we have the view that little babies and little children go to heaven? Why? But we don't think Joseph Fritzl, we don't think Adolf Hitler will get into heaven. No way. We have no sense of wanting him there. We don't believe heaven was made for monsters. We believe heaven is for innocence, purity, gentleness, goodness. So we wouldn't want to meet Adolf Hitler in heaven with wings like an angel and playing on a harp. Oh no, sir. A harp will be too good for him. We wouldn't want to meet Saddam Hussein in heaven. No, sirree. We wouldn't like to meet Jack the Ripper in heaven. Because we'll have a panic attack and we'll wonder, get me out of here. Yes, sir, you will. But ladies and gentlemen, how do we get to heaven? Hold on. When I was a lad living in my own country and climate, somebody told me about England. I heard about England from a child. One day when my parents sent for me, I boarded a BOAC jet. And it brought me to this country. And it was covered in white. I've never seen snow before in my life. And the place was, well, I couldn't tell you. I never knew what freezing was. But my little knees was knocking. And my teeth was chattering. And I couldn't understand how it could be so cold. But as I lived here longer, I eventually got to understand that that thing called snow happens yearly. And in growing up and seeing the snow so high, you couldn't even open the door. But I learned to keep warm because I had to survive. So ladies and gentlemen, for you to get from earth to heaven, first of all, you've got to know where heaven is. Now, hold on a minute. People say, well, heaven's up there. Up there where? Because the man in Australia, he says heaven is up there. But his up there is down to us. So where is heaven? All right. What credentials do you need to get to heaven? Because for me to come to this country, I had to have a passport. You see, if I don't have a passport or visa, I'm an illegal immigrant. And they have a right to throw me out, to extradite me, because I need to have my papers in order to come in this